It's, what day are we today? We are Friday, finally Friday. So we are Friday, and it's nice to finish up our week with a little bit of music time together. Good morning, Michael. Nice to see you joined us. And good morning to Josephina. And hi to Vicky. That's nice that we're getting our little room filled up. And before we into our music, I just wanted to mention that we do have a birthday, not today, but on Sunday. And it is Charlotte in kindergarten. And I'm not sure if Charlotte's tuned in yet, but I'm sure that she'll feel our happy birthday wishes if we all sing up nice and loud. So here we go. We've got Catherine's joined us and also Lily. So lots of voices to help sing Charlotte a happy birthday. So here we go. Here it goes to Charlotte in kindergarten. Off we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlotte. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so I'm sure that Charlotte is feeling the love for wherever she is. And we have here Felix. Good morning, Felix. And Liam, nice to have you joining us. And let's see who else we have. Oh, we have Sophie here as well. And we also have Allegra. Awesome. Please, Allegra, no more gifts today. Okay, thank you. And we have Vera and Yoshi. And we have Raph. Wow, we got a room full today. That's wonderful. Okay, so we have a bunch of different things for us to do today. And what I'm going to do right away is I'm going to start with pulling out the guitar. Just adjust this a little. There we go. And we're going to just sing one of our songs just to warm up our voices a little bit more. And we're going to do the Purple Lights song. And then I've got a bunch of other stuff going on in our class for us today. Something a little bit different than we've done before. Okay, let's see if you remember the Purple Lights song. Remember, this is the echo song that you can sing the line I sing right after me. Or if you're feeling really confident about it, you can just sing the words at the same time. If you think you know it by now. Okay, here we go. Purple lights in the canyon, that is where I long to be with my three good companions, my guitar, my pony, and me. Whippoorwill in the willow. Whippoorwill in the willow sings a song, a melody for my three good companions, my guitar, my pony, and me. Gonna hang my sombrero. Gonna hang my sombrero on the limb of a tree for my three good companions, my guitar, my pony, and me. No more cows to be roping. No more cows to be roping. No more strays shall I see. Just my three good companions, my guitar, my pony, and me. My guitar, my pony, and me. Okay, we should be getting pretty good at that song by now. So that was a nice way to just start our class today. I do have some other songs for us to do. Let's pop my guitar away. And the other songs today, there's one, and we did it before. It was all about food. And the food that we're going to be talking about is the spaghetti. And I have a couple of different songs for us to do about spaghetti. Wonder who likes spaghetti out there. There's a lot of people probably like to have that for their dinner. Okay, and we have Stephen, who says that it's almost his birthday. Well, when it is, we'll make sure that we sing to you as well. And let's see if there's anybody else on here we've missed. Oh, here we are. My goodness, CCCS has got a room full today. Liam, Ethan, Callan, Owen, Lulu, Henry, and James. Hi, guys. It's great for you to join us. I'm really happy you're with us today. Fantastic. And let's see who else we have here. Anybody else I might have missed? And Eva. Nice to see you, Eva. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the crazy song called Yummy Yum Yum. And remember that the answer to our song every single time was meatballs and spaghetti. To whatever we sang about, the answer was always meatballs and spaghetti. So some of those might come as a surprise if you haven't done this song before, but here we go. It's called Yummy Yum Yum. So don't forget, meatballs and spaghetti is always the answer. What do you like for breakfast best? Meatballs and spaghetti. What lunch is better than all the rest? Meatballs and spaghetti. Yum, yum, yummy, yum, yum. It's so scrumptious in my tum. Here we go. Get ready with your answer. What do you serve a special guest and spaghetti? Okay, I think you're getting the hang of this one. Okay, let's carry on. What do you like for a midnight snack? Meatballs and spaghetti. When you go on a picnic, what do you pack? Meatballs and spaghetti. Yum, yum, yummy, yum, yum. It's so scrumptious in my tum. What do you serve a special guest? Meatballs and spaghetti. Okay, here we go. I think you're all getting the hang of the answer you need to give this time, so I hope you're singing it nice and loud every single time. What kind of supper makes you drool? Meatballs and spaghetti. What do you take for your lunch at school? Meatballs and spaghetti. Yum, yum, yummy, yum, yum. It's so scrumptious in my tum. What do you serve a special guest? Meatballs and spaghetti. Okay, the next verse. Maybe this applies to takeout right now. Here we go. What do you order in a restaurant? Meatballs and spaghetti. Whenever you're hungry, what do you want? Meatballs and spaghetti. Have some yummy, yum, yum. It's so scrumptious in my tum. What do you serve a special guest? Meatballs and spaghetti. Oh, okay, we're having fun with this one. Okay, try this one. What is your baby sister's name? Meatballs and spaghetti. What is your baby brother's name? Meatballs and spaghetti. Yum, 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 yum. It's so scrumptious in my tum. What do you serve a special guest? What is it? I can't hear you. Let's try that. What do you serve a special guest? Meatballs and spaghetti. Okay, that's a fun song just to be silly with. And I'm sure we could come up with even sillier verses too. So if you have any ideas, you can always write them in the comments or send me a message. And I'm sure we'll figure that out and add something in. Okay, so today we have a new song that we're going to be doing, which I'm thinking maybe some of you already have heard. A story song, and it's a silly story song all about spaghetti. again. And it's all about a meatball that was balancing on top of a plate of spaghetti that somebody was having for dinner. Okay, and it's called On Top of Spaghetti. And this meatball goes on quite an adventure. So let's see if you can sing along if you know the song. On top of spaghetti, all covered in cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. It rolled off the table and onto the floor, and then my poor meatball rolled out the front door. It rolled in the garden and under a bush, and then my poor meatball was nothing but mush. The mush was as tasty could be, and early midsummer grew into a tree. The tree was all covered with beautiful moss. It grew lovely meatballs with tomato sauce. So if you eat spaghetti all covered with cheese, hold on to your meatballs and don't ever sneeze. Okay, so I hope you followed along with that song about the meatball rolling off the table and growing into a tree. It's kind of a funny idea, but a silly song nevertheless. So that's great. So let's see if we had any other people join that I have to say hello to here. Oh, Julian came. Hello, Julian. Nice to see you. Awesome. All right. So we talk about how music can help tell a story. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Very expressive. If we wanted something to be sad, then maybe we could play music that sounds like this. And a lot of you out there know the difference between minor and major, which is instantly a lot happier, isn't it? As opposed to, or really dramatic. It could be very angry, couldn't it? Or really happy, super. So we're going to talk about how music can help us to tell a story today. And also we've got the major and the minor, but there's also fast and slow. So if we wanted something nice and peaceful, we might hear something like that. Or if we wanted something that's going faster, then that might be a little bit more exciting. So music is very, very cool for adding expression. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a story, and I am going to be adding some music into the song so that hopefully you can see how we can do that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to read Where the Wild Things Are. And there's not a lot of different words in the story. There's lots of pictures And some of you might remember that at school, if you were at our school then, that we actually did a musical of Where the Wild Things Are. And in the very short story that's in this book, we added lots of music and dancing and songs, and we made it into a musical, and we had lots of fun with it. So what we're going to do today is I'm just going to be reading the story for us. And then you can see in the background here, oops, went the wrong way. There is my cello, and I'm going to be seeing if we can make some music fit the story. Okay, so we start off here with the first part of the book, Where the Wild Things Are. And here you can see the front cover, so it gives you a little peek into what's going to happen here. So here's the first part. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. Here we are. And his mother called him Wild Thing. And Max says, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. And now I'm going to play us some music that would fit really nicely with the sailing. You can imagine the boat sailing across the water. So that was our sailing music. And in and out of weeks, and almost to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. And I have just the music for that part. So here's the wild things. So now Max has reached the island where the wild things live. And they were making all of that noise until Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all of their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the Wild Rumpus begin." And we can see they were having quite a party, weren't they? Playing and howling and making all kinds of noise for their wonderful party. And so I think we should have some great Wild Rumpus party music for them to be leaping around. And I think this would make me want to leap around and dance. I think they could have had quite a great dance to that kind of music. That would have been a lot of fun, swinging from trees and dancing around to that music. And look, we even get to see Max gets to ride on the back of one of the wild things there too, as they're following him around. "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then, all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. So if you remember the gnashing music and the roaring music was this one. But it didn't work because Max just sailed away. And if you remember, our sailing music was so much more peaceful. on sailing away, heading back away from the island of the wild things, and sailed back a year and in and out of weeks and through a day and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. Okay, so that is the end of our Wild Things story, and making it just a little bit different today with adding some music in it. And you could do that to any of your stories. Maybe you can think of some great pieces of music or some great songs you could sing in between. All right, so I'm just gonna see if we had anybody else. Oh, a lot of people had the book. That's wonderful. And I know that a lot of us at CCCS know that story. That's wonderful. Neva is here. Yes, she said she loves that book. Lots of us enjoying that one. Wonderful. Okay, well, I thought that I would finish today with the song that we started on Wednesday, and it was that crazy song about animals, but it wasn't down by the bay this time. This time it was called A Rig-a-Jig-Jig, and we'll probably do this one again on Monday, but if you have a particular animal and an action that you want to add into our song, you can let us know. So this one, the action that the animal does or describes the animal begins with the same letter. So we're going to start, because I was just doing some fiddle tunes on the cello, and I'm going to start with fiddling frog, and you can tell they both start with F. So you can maybe think of things that would rhyme, not rhyme, but start with the same letter. So you'll get the idea as we go through. As I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a fiddling frog I chanced to meet. Hi-ho, 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 a rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go, a rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. So you'll notice there's a chorus, the part that always comes back, the rig-a-jig-jig part. Let's just sing that part. A rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go, a rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. Okay, so that's the chorus. Next one, here we go. As I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a scary spider I chanced to meet. Hi-ho, 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 a rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go, a rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, hey-ho, hey-ho, hey-ho. Okay, let's think of something else that's going to start with the same letter. I got one, here we go. As I was walking round the street, down the street, down the street, a leaping llama I chanced to meet. Hi-ho, 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 a rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go, a rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, hey-ho, hey-ho, hey-ho. Think of another one. I think of one beginning with C. As I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a crazy cat I chanced to meet. Hi-ho, 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 a rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go, a rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, hey-ho, hey-ho, hey-ho. Okay, I'm going to think of one beginning with P. As I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a prancing pig I chanced to meet. Hi-ho, 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 a rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go, a rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. Time for one more. As I was walking street, down the street, down the street. A dancing dog I chanced to meet. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. A rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go. A rig-a-jig-jig and away we go. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. A rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go. A rig-a-jig-jig and away we go. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. Okay, great job, everybody, today. I think we covered a lot of stuff. We did some songs. We found out how music makes our stories come alive. And I'm really happy that we had so many people that joined us today. Wonderful. Okay. And I see that some people were trying to come up with things that they could think of to go in the song. So I'll make sure I take a really good close look at that for next time, and then we can put some of your ideas into the song. Well, that brings us to the end of today's class. I hope you all had fun. I know I did. And we will look forward to seeing you after the weekend. And hopefully it stays nice and sunny like this for us, and we can all get outside and enjoy ourselves. So we'll see you on Monday. Bye for now.